this can again. I'm just about to start to do some extracting in my little extracting shed. This is not really an extracting shed, this is where my car lives, but from time to time it becomes my extracting shed. Just taken off some nice honey from my hives just down the road, and as you can see I'm now beginning to uncap, and this is not a modern setup by any means, but it's still very effective. It's basically a system that I've never known any different really. My father is a commercial beekeeper, or was a commercial beekeeper. He's now elderly and doesn't do it any longer, but the reality of it was that this is the only uncapping system that I ever knew. But he obviously got modernised in his latter time, and had quite a modern setup. This is very, very convenient for me, as I only have a few hives. When I have a few, I've only got about 18 hives, so it's perfect for what I do. This is the extractor, little stainless steel extractor. It's also very effective. I don't know whether you can see me from this, but we'll see. Just move the camera around a little bit and just sort of see if we can see it. Sorry about the shakes. Let's have a look a bit further. Okay, there we go. There we go. This one we have to turn each frame around. These are ideals, these combs. They're not full depth. They're only, as I have a bit of a back problem, I find that the full depth combs are too heavy for me to lift, the box is too heavy for me to lift, so all my apiary are in ideals. Throw my match away. And there you go. She's empty. Beautiful. Got about 11 boxes here to take off. Probably take about maybe 100 kilos of honey, a little bit more maybe. Just turn the camera back around again. And these aren't bad sheets of honey. Look at that. That's beautiful. They've been doing very well, haven't they? That's beautiful. Look at that. You couldn't get better than that. The flavour of this honey is a little bit sharp. It's got some sort of strong weedy flavour to it, but all honey is good honey. Look at that. Magnificent. This particular frame was nearly ruined at the start of the season. It had big holes dug in it by the wax moth over the off season. As you can see, the the white wax is the new wax and the dark wax is the old frame. And what's happened is that the bees have repaired it and they've filled it back in with what I call drone comb, but that doesn't matter, this is only a honey box anyway, and now the comb is near perfect. So I'm happy with that because they were looking quite shabby at the start of the season, but now they're again productive frames again, which is good. Some of these frames are a little bit light, but you get that unfortunately. Just excuse my back for a moment. The honey's very thin because the temperature outside today is around about 32, 33 degrees, and it's very humid. Of course, we're up in the tropics in North Queensland, up in the top end near Cairns, and it's very, very hot. So the honey traditionally in the North Queensland, it's difficult to get a really good density in our honey because there is so much humidity in the air. The bees have a lot of trouble drying the honey. So the moisture content in our honey is not optimum by any means. It's